Welcome to the Underhive. It's Necromunda. It's gang warfare in the deployment zone. In charge of the Ash Hounds from House Orlok is Mikey P.
Hi!
And leading the Blackwater Brethren from House Cawdor is Mr. A.P. Byrne.
How do?
And behind the camera, pressing buttons, is Winters.
The first mission is called Standoff. It's quite simple. Two rival gangs have bumped into each other on this battle grid. It's going to get nasty.
Okay, so this is the Blackwater Brethren, and they're led by Columbanus, the leader here. And he's a particularly mean, grumpy old dude. He's almost a redemptionist, but not quite. Proper zealot. His champion, which is stood in front of him here, is Elias. And he's got a heavy flamer, and he doesn't hesitate to use it, especially on Orlok's scum. The rest of the gang is made up of four gangers and three juvenile bone pickers who are going to do their best to scavenge and kill their way through the Underhive.
And this is the Ash Hounds, led by Logan with his servo claw and bolt pistol. And he's got his two lieutenants either side of him. And I've got three gangers and a wrecker. It's a juvenile with his jump booster.
Have you got a name for the doggo?
The doggo is called Winston.
Nice. And the Blackwater Brethren have moved into the sector along this edge of the battle grid.
Okay, so we've got Columbanus, my leader, down here in the ruins. He's backed up by a ganger and a bone picker there. And then up here in an elevated position, we've got Godwin, my long rifle specialist. And he's got some shots over to these unsuspecting Orlok scum over here.
And here are the Ash Hounds outnumbered on this edge of the sector.
So we've got my leader, Logan, here. He's with Jet and Rodriguez, the two gangers. I've got a lieutenant up here with another ganger. And then down here I've got Cable with Winston, his little doggo. And Vinny, the wrecker, here as well with his jet booster.
So we roll for initiative to see who goes first.
We do. We see who has priority.
You've got red dice.
I have red dice.
Go for it.
I can't even see what I've got.
Me, I win.
So the skirmish have started. Necromunda is a you go, I go system. For now, Logan and his Ash Hounds have moved forward. The standoff has begun. The mission parameter is very clear. Just beat the crap out of each other and make the other faction break. Then on this side of the sector, the first action from the Blackwater Brethren is this sniper. What's his name?
Godwin.
Godwin takes aim and fires across the battle grid. And he'll hit Ajax on a 4.
He does hit.
And he needs a 3 to wound.
He does wound.
And Ajax needs a 6 to save this shot.
Nope.
So over the thump of machinery, the first shot rings out. Ajax is prone and pinned. How will the Ash Hounds respond? What was that?
You can't pre-measure distances in Necromunda, so you have to kind of guess if you've got range. His bolter is a 24-inch range.
Yes.
So I want to shoot back.
Okay.
But he's all the way over there.
So Ajax stands up, takes cover. The other fella behind him also comes piling through.
Yeah.
But he can't draw line of sight through all this mess. A couple of fellas from the Blackwater Brethren move round here. Then we have a couple of fellas from the Ash Hounds moving this way. And then there's a guy called Vinny.
Vinny, yeah. He's
Yes.
a wrecker with his jump booster.
And he's going to over?
He's going to overcharge his jump booster, yeah, so he gets extra movement.
Okay, don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1, yeah.
That's a 2.
It's 2.
And he jumps forward, his tech not letting him down yet. That's all the activations from the Ash Hounds. But the Blackwater Brethren still have many actions that they can carry out. And then at the end of the turn, some of the Blackwater Brethren are out here on their own. Godwin is only taking the only shot of the turn so far. The rest of the house shift this way. Next turn, it's going to get spicy. In the next turn, Godwin moves along here and takes another pot shot with his sniper rifle at Ajax. He's going to be hitting on a 5 though. The shot goes flying over his head. Now it's your turn to activate, Mikey P. What are you doing?
Returning fire with his bolt gun.
His bolt gun's got a telescopic sight. He'll hit on a 3. That's a hit.
Hits.
Wounds him on a 3.
Wounds.
6 to save
That is
him.
not.
That is not a save. Okay, now we go for an injury roll. Will Godwin be taken out of the fight? You've got 2 of them.
Yes.
There's a skull.
Out of action.
He's deaded.
And so Godwin has been taken out of action, the first casualty in the Underhive. It's a group activation, so Jace could shoot now, but apparently he's got a bit of a habit of shooting people in the back of the head. And he was behind this fella here.
Yeah.
So you've moved him forward. And he's going to aim down the gantry now he's cleared the Death Star. He's going to fire at this chap.
Yep.
Lots of cover in the way, hitting on a 5 now.
Hits.
This is a hit.
That's a 6.
Is it?
That's the Orlock dice.
Oh. Winning on a 4 now.
No.
As shots ricochet across the balconies, we have this fella.
This fella.
Yes.
He's Merritt. And he has got a little stub pistol that he's going to blast into Vinny's face.
Ugh.
Stub pistol.
He misses.
Yay.
Mikey P, what are you going to do about that? Vinny just got shot at.
Vinny's going to charge.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you need?
Well, you do your movement plus D3.
Oh.
It's a
I
double
think
action.
he's all right.
He's in.
Vinny makes combat. We have the first hand-to-hand action in the Underhive. What's he got?
He's got stub guns. 2 of them.
In close combat.
Hitting on...
Those are 6s again, right?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, hitting on 4s, yeah.
What is
But
that?
you do have an ammo check.
I do have an ammo check to do. That means it's an ammo check. So I
Okay.
can roll it to see if he runs out of ammo to a stub gun.
Right.
He does, I think.
He has not run out of ammo. He does get 2 hits, which win on 4s. Pistols to the face. And they don't wound.
Yeah.
And so Vinny comes in with his pistols and misses every single shot.
Well, he's only a Juve, so, we'll let him off.
Okay, this guy then, he's already activated. Can he fight back?
He can. He's been engaged and he can swing his flail.
He's got a flail. He's still only a Juve,
One attack.
but he hits on 5s. 1 attack, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
So we have 2 over-exuberant gangers, newcomers to the gang, in fact, just flailing and missing in this sector. Meanwhile, other gangers from the Blackwater Brethren take this opportunity to advance forward, and Mikey P says that puts him in an awkward spot. Why is that, Mikey P?
Because they all have flame weapons and or acid weapons using a template, and that's
Acid?
quite nasty. Acid rounds,
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun with acid rounds.
the acid rounds don't use the template, but they do have the blaze.
That's the thing. Blaze.
What I'm hearing is you're scared of these guys.
Yes.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Are you a ganger or are you a ganger?
He's a ganger.
I'm gang leader, aren't I?
Run away.
Yeah.
So, what's running away, double moving behind this cover?
Yeah, because
He's scared.
what's
He's
going to happen
scared.
is he's going to pop out and he's flame everything and set everyone on fire. And once someone gets set on fire, it sucks.
Meanwhile, in the central walkway, this bone pickle double moves round here. Then Rodriguez takes a shot at him, hitting on a...
5.
Okay.
He misses.
Then from this side of the barricade, Jet and Logan, the leader, also step round, but no further gunfire coming out from that direction. Then the last couple of activations, Cadwell came round this way, tried a shot, and it missed. And there's a chap up here, the last activation. He's got a heavy flamer, so he can't move and shoot, because, let's face it, that barrel of Promethean is held together with a bit of masking tape. He could have put them out somewhere along here, ready to flame down next turn, but...
He's my champion, so he's worth more points in the mission if he gets killed. And, yeah.
But he can't flame anything there. He can't move and fire.
I'm going to let them come to me.
Nice. And that's the end of turn 2. The gangers are getting closer and closer and closer together. We have our first casualty. We have a down fella who can stand back up next turn. But things are about to kick off. Both gangs are very, very close to each other. And this activation will be critical. So Mr. AP Burns got the red dice.
Yeah.
So you get to activate first.
I do indeed.
This is going to be painful, right?
For someone.
You hope so.
So Mr. AP Burn is going to activate this group down here. Heralding comes round the stairs and aims his shotgun at the doggo, which hits on 4s.
It doesn't hit.
Misses.
Winston barks as shotgun shells whistle over his head. And behind him, the next person in the squad steps forward and whoosh, flames. They auto hit and wound on a 4.
They don't wound.
What's that now?
So, may not have wounded him,
Yes.
but we roll again, and on a 4-up, blaze comes into effect.
What's
so
that?
I've set him on fire.
Oh,
essentially.
okay. Is he burning?
He is burning.
He's burning.
Oh,
So Jet is now on fire. He immediately becomes prone and pinned. Flames, they're bad, right?
flames are bad, yes. Now that guy Jet, when I activate him, all he'll do is he'll stand up and then he'll run around screaming on fire.
Can he catch other people on fire?
No, but he has to then fall over and try and roll and put the flames out.
So he stands up, rolls, and then drops and rolls and try. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more flames. Glambanus climbs up there. Flame comes down. Does he hit both?
No, just the guy in the front.
Okay. Ammo check.
Yeah, that's fine. Then wounds on a 4.
Yep.
Does wound.
Okay.
And he's on fire.
And does he blaze? He does set him on fire as well.
Armor roll, 6 up.
No.
Injury roll.
Injury roll. He's got a serious injury.
So Clumbanus climbs up these boxes, unleashes with his hand flamer. This chap gets knocked down. He's got a serious injury and he's on fire. He's having a very bad day. Flames erupt across this sector. It's now Mikey P's turn to retaliate. You're running out of assets here, boy.
It's getting hot in here.
heretic.
It's getting hot in here.
Does that mean we take off all our clothes now? It's
I mean,
getting
it is getting
hot.
quite hot.
It is a bit tasty.
I mean, I could take one layer off.
Go on now. The Ash Hounds respond. Cable steps round here with his combat shotgun and takes aim. Salvo ammo hitting on 2s here.
Wounds on 3. Wounds. No AP.
6-up save. It is a 6.
Oh.
And so Herolin takes a shotgun shell to the chest and it doesn't kill him, but he does get knocked back and pinned. And now he's been knocked down. Winston, the doggo, has been told to sick him. 5 plus D3 for his charge roll. That's a 10-inch charge. Herolin stands up to meet the charge. Winston goes beast mode.
2 attacks hitting on 3s. Hits once. Be wounding on 4s. He does wound.
And at minus 2 AP, that savage bite, no save. And
Dead.
that's a skull. That means Herolin gets ripped limb from limb. We have 2 casualties amongst the Blackwater Brethren. And one of the casualties was caused by a dog. Then Cadvar takes some shots at Logan, the leader of Mikey P's little warband here.
Does hit.
Twice.
Wounds once.
5 up save.
Makes it.
Logan ducks. He's pinned, but he's not injured. Then he stands back up and takes a shot and misses. Rodriguez steps forward behind him, takes some shots and misses as well. Shots going wild here. Perhaps because one of their fellas next to him, one of their clan members, is on fire. And then Jet stands up. He immediately takes a strength 3 hit, which hurts him.
And he doesn't save it. He takes a wound. Injury dice.
Serious injury.
Serious injury.
So he stands back up, takes a serious injury, drops back down on his face, drops and rolls, tries to put himself back out for a 4 plus.
He is.
He does manage to put the fire back out, but the serious injury is he's been covered to head to toe in flames and has been burning for the last 30 seconds. And essentially, these 3 gangers over here did nothing. Shots go wild all over the place, then a bone picker just charges into the flames and fights. He's got 2 pistols. They'll hit on 5s. Wounding on 4s.
3 wounds. Okay. 6 up saves. 2 wounds. 2 injury dice.
2 serious injuries.
Just counts as 1 serious injury.
Yeah, you can't stack those.
What a hero, leaping over the barricade there, inflicting serious injury. Then we'll pull back and look and see what's happening on the balcony. Basically, the guy on fire
Jace.
is still on fire.
Nothing happened.
He's rolling around trying to put the flame
Screaming,
out.
I'm on fire.
You're injured. He's a boss man.
Yeah, he's a road sergeant.
He shoots down over here. while Winston is feeding on the other guy.
Yeah.
Sick him. He
That's
will
it.
hit on...
A 2. He hits. He'll wound on a 3. Doesn't wound.
So one victim gets shotgunned, knocked back, and dog food. The other guy prone and pinned. It's all kicking off. Meanwhile, over here, any more activations?
Yeah, I've got a few actually.
We're going to go straight down into the melee, the ongoing combat. Hitting on 5s.
No.
I get to fight back. Hit on 5s. No.
Yeah, this is the battle of the juvenile warriors.
Incompetence.
So the battle of the incompetents continues. They continue to try and fight each other. So Mikey P strikes back.
Gonna hit. And a wound on a 4. No.
And AP Burn fights back.
I don't hit.
Blows are traded, but no one lands a killing strike yet. And now Chutillo gets back up and moves behind cover. That's his activation.
That is his
That's
activation.
2 right there. He looks down across this gantry, however. He sees one of his enemies on fire, the other one hanging out behind these barrels. And the last activation for the Blackwater Brethren is... Who's this guy with the heavy flame tanks?
He's my champion, Elias.
He's just jumped down directly in front of Logan.
Yeah.
So you don't get first turn next turn.
Screw it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
There is a chance that one of the gangs could break, however.
On a 6, I'll break. No.
While the Ashhounds may not have broken yet, then we had to do injury checks for the gangers with serious injuries. The person on fire up on the gantry,
Jace.
he's okay, but down here we had 2 death rolls, Jet and...
Rodriguez.
They're both out of the fight. Which means Oswin, with his dual pistols from the Blackwater Brethren, is sneaking up behind Logan, the boss man of the Ashhounds. And it looks like he's going to shoot him straight in the back. In fact, looking at the Ashhounds right here, you got Blackwater Brethren there with a flamer, a guy with the 2 pistols here, and Logan stood on his own. Will he be able to survive? Well, let's find out who gets the initiative in the next turn. Mr. AP Burns in red. And,
Damn it.
and the Blackwater Brethren, Mr. AP Burn, wins the initiative. So it's flame on. Elias feathers the heavy flamer. Logan is going to get set on fire. He will be injured on a what now?
Well, first off, we do an ammo check,
Right.
which is fine.
Okay.
And then it's a 4.
3.
3 even, yeah,
If
because
it's
heavy.
heavy.
He does injure him.
5 up. No.
No. So he just takes 2 wounds, I think, because it's 2 damage.
Is it 2 damage?
I'll check in a moment, but first off, I'll just roll to see if we've got Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah, we do. Here, Mikey, would you like a flame counter?
Thanks.
And so Logan gets knocked back. He's got 2 wounds remaining. He's on fire. Which means, as far as the Ashhounds are concerned, they've only got 3 men standing so far. 1, 2, 3. And a dog. And another person on fire. It's looking bad for the Ashhounds. Mikey P,
Yeah.
it's time to unleash the genius within.
Where?
Okay. That sounds difficult.
So it's all very simple for Mikey P. Cable walks back round to bring Winston to heal, and there is a straight shot within half range with his shotgun to this guy who climbed up onto a box. He put himself in harm's way, which will hit on 2s. Bam, bam.
Ooh. Ammo check.
What? Ammo check?
Yeah. Which fails, but it still hits. That's
Okay.
fine.
The shot is true. It will wound on a 3, but you have run out of ammo for your shotgun. So Combanus, the leader, needs to make a save on a 6,
No.
and that's 2 damage. So the leader of the Blackwater Brethren loses 2 out of his 3 wounds. He could be blown off the top of the box here. He needs a 4.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Instead, he gets knocked on his back, injured, bleeding, but not out of the fight yet. Next up, Aernoth gets back to his feet, and he's got another template weapon. And the doggo's wounded on a 4,
Yeah.
and Logan's wounded on a 4.
Yeah, they are.
Ugh.
What's the save on the doggo?
No save. You can't put flak armor on a cyber mastiff.
But it's Necromunda.
I know.
Barbecue time.
Oh, kills my doggo.
Winston. No,
Winston.
you dog murderer.
No, it's barbecue.
Cable's going to be angry.
I mean,
Then Logan?
Cable.
Cable
Doesn't wound.
doesn't wound him.
Does he set on fire?
He takes a blunderbuss, and he's fine. Does he set on fire?
yes.
He does set on fire. There's lots of burning going on.
I know.
Here, Mikey.
This is how it goes.
So every single one of the Ash Hounds is either in close combat, set on fire, except for Ajax.
Yes.
You've got one shot. He needs to shoot the juvie down here. Otherwise, he's just going to shoot Logan while he's down. You have to take him out. He's already activated, but it's a cool check to shoot past the closest.
It is. Which he passes on 7.
He's got a bolt gun. Should be illegal in the Underhive. Hits on 2s.
2s. Misses. Oh, come on.
He keeps his cool, he fires down, but below him there's Promethean and smoke coming up through all these gantries. It blocks his shot. He tries to help Logan. Help me, brother! Or something that's not so Space Marine-y. And fails.
Yep.
Now we have dual pistols shooting Logan in the face while he's down.
Yeah.
Auto pistol, execution styling.
Oh, no.
Takes a hit.
3 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Yeah.
Blam, blam, blam.
Yeah, that's it.
Full Uzi mode.
With his Tech 9.
Wounds on.
4s. 1 wound. It's not enough to take him
Might
out.
survive.
5 up save. No, takes a wound.
He's got 1 wound left. He's not dead yet.
He is on fire though.
Oh yeah, he might be. Then the camera pulls back to the hand-to-hand combat below the gantry. Vinny takes a serious injury. He's entangled in the flail. He cannot fight back. The only possible action for Mikey P now is Logan on 1 wound left. Does this mean he can die when he stands up?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you not need or need? What
I
happens?
want a 1, 2, or 3, please.
Okay.
How about 5?
How about a 5? What does that mean?
He's wounded.
Okay.
It's -2.
Minus 2.
1.
-1, yeah, sorry. I'm
6
getting
up.
excited.
No, he takes the final wound.
Takes final wound.
Injury dice. A
Serious injury.
And still on fire.
And is he still on fire? 4 up, he'll put himself out. No,
That's
he's
a
still on
1.
fire.
So he tries to stand back up again, loses his last wound, takes a serious injury, drops back down on fire 1 more time.
Yeah.
So everyone is on fire, has a serious injury or an injury, except for, well, he's injured anyway.
Ajax.
He's taken a wound. You've activated every single one you can. And the Blackwater Brethren still have a couple of people that can fire. So over here, the juvie steps forward, takes a shot and fails. We're doing the blaze roll. He takes a further injury, which you fail to save.
Yeah.
Flesh wound. So.
Which means he has a major injury, plus a flesh wound, plus he's on fire, -1 toughness. And the last activation is over here. And Cadfael can't see the injured and bleeding and burning Logan. So he's
Just a whiff of smoke.
Just a whiff of, yeah.
And a meaty smell.
He fires up here instead.
Oh, 2 hits as
2
well.
hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Okay, I've got a 5 up save on this guy.
Save 1.
Takes his last wound. Injury dice.
Serious injury.
Oh dear.
So the Ashhounds have been taking a battering, their leader on fire, serious injury. On the gantry too, with serious injuries and flameage. Down here, serious injury, flameage, out of ammo, doggo gone. Someone call the RSPCA. Another serious injury over here. And the Blackwater Brethren still have 6 of their gangers on foot, running around, firing off all over the place. It's clear to see who the Necromunda boss is right now. Who's in charge of this sector? It's certainly not the Ashhounds, Mikey P.
Sadly not.
What are you going to do before we go into the next turn?
Well, we'll have to see if we bottle out.
Bottle check. What do you need?
Well, I can't possibly pass.
Oh.
Because too many people are seriously injured and or out of action.
Oh.
So I'll have bottled.
Yes.
And at that point, I will choose to voluntarily bottle out and run away.
Bye.
And that's the end of Mission 1 in the Underhive. Standoff. The Ashhounds from House Orlok and the Blackwater Brethren from House Cawdor first met each other in this sector, and House Cawdor won. There were explosive rounds, injuries, flamage, there was a dog death, and the Ashhounds break and fall back. But it's not over. Now we need to find out whether any of these heroes or villains actually make it to the next mission. So we have a post-game wrap-up. People get to visit the Robo-Dock. Territories are won or lost. So talk us through House Cawdor, Mr. AP Byrne. What is going on here?
So at the front there, we've got my they were out of action in the game.
Yep.
I rolled off to see what their lasting injuries were going to be. So we've got Godwin there with a long rifle, has a spinal injury.
Oh.
So he goes into recovery, and when he comes back, he has -1 strength.
Okay.
Then we have Herolin next to him, and he suffered a hand injury. So he's also gone into recovery, and he has -1 weapon skill.
So recovery thing, does that mean they can come to the next fight, or you move them out with the next fight?
They're not in the next fight.
Yeah.
They can come back to the one after that.
Okay.
They're in the back to tank.
So this guy at the end,
Yes.
he gained 1 experience from killing Winston.
The doggo.
Yeah.
He's a dog killer.
He is a dog killer.
So hot dogs tonight for the Blackwater Brethren. They just have to pick the shotgun shells out and all the other metal bits from the Cyberhound, and they get proper meat.
But the Flamers did cook it to perfection.
Nice.
Then we went on and we rolled on for the rewards. We won't go through all of what we got, but I managed to recruit a Juve from my settlement, which is this guy at the end, as yet unnamed.
He's not wearing the same colours though.
He is a little bit spicy. He's a little bit of a zealot.
Okay.
So he has redemptionist leanings, and we'll find out about him in the next game. But I kitted him out with an auto pistol and a stub pistol and dum-dum rounds, as well as armour and the usual bits and pieces.
So you also gained a settlement. Basically, you took over that last sector. You came out of that with 150 credits. Anything else, Mr. AP Byrne?
The only other thing that I spent some of my credits on was I gave my leader, Columbanus, a new shiny bone sword.
Now we come round to the Ashhounds of House Orlok, and I can clearly see that Winston is dog food.
Yes, both him and Rodriguez unfortunately got very bad rolls. So they had critical injuries, dead unless saved by the doc. We went to the doc,
yes,
he is, and he charged us far too many creds. We couldn't even afford to save them.
Oh no.
Yes, very expensive. But I did manage to roll up from my settlement and get a new Juve, which is Dale.
Hi, Dale.
And I got did get some loot from the battle. Got 75 creds. I spent a few of those on kitting him out.
Yes.
And that's it. Ajax got some experience for putting a bolt shell through Godwin's head.
Nice. So, Mikey P, that was a bit rough. How are you thinking? What are you feeling? What's going on?
It was pretty rough, actually, yeah. But in the wrap-up, things didn't go too badly. I lost Winston, which sucks. That's really sore. And Rodriguez as well. But he was probably just going to shoot someone in the back anyway, which is fine. But my main players, they're still there in my gang. They're not going to miss the next match either, which is really good. I've got some actually quite good rolls on my injuries. So, yeah, pretty good. Only got +1 rep for that as well, which isn't great. But not too bad. Not great, but not too bad.
So, Mr. AP Byrne, House Cawdor did quite well.
Yeah, pretty pleased with that. It was good fun. So, yeah, we've come out of that with only 2 lasting injuries. A couple of guys there. I mean, I will miss the shotgun and the long rifle. But, you know, they'll be back to fight another day in the future. And we got a new recruit as well, who's one of the zealots. So that's going to be interesting to see how he joins the gang and fits in.
So here's the victors. We hope you enjoyed Mission 1 of our Necromunda campaign. Stay tuned for Mission 2 and the real story. The real story behind the story. What's going on in Necromunda Underhive.